Welcome back, everybody, to Start Your Systems. Today, we're going to continue on with our MXGP 2021 Career Mode, finally moving up to the 450 class. If you watched our last video, you saw that I completely blew it in the MX2 Championship, lost by, I think, 12 points to Tom Vial in the final race of the year, but we got to move up to the 450s now. We're on a privateer Cowie, sponsored by Beer, and racing Orleanok here in Russia. I don't remember what the second race is, but we're going to do a couple race sessions here and have a grand old time along the way. All right, it is time for our first MXGP race. Get to line up on the way outside as per usual and see if we can't get a good start here in Russia. Actually, pretty darn good start. We're going to push a little bit wide in the first corner, and I just had some serious lag for some reason. All right, so that was a little bit odd, but we are finally off and running in the MXGP season, and these guys are not riding very good through that first couple of sections of the track. So let's see if we can make some quick passes and sneak our way up here. Oh, this guy's almost running into each other. Yikes. All right, we made it back up into P8. Try not to let the leaders get away too much, because that always seems to be my problem with these, is I just don't get enough speed rolling to stay with the leaders. I'm trying to remember what tracks the AI are really good at and which tracks are not. That's not going to help landing in that hole right there. Hate crashing on the first lap with everyone still so close together. I don't understand why in this game, if you try to lean into a corner, it just instantly slides out. It's so not how it should work. If you lay into a rut, it should just lay into the rut. And you shouldn't low side. Like, it's very street bike racing of it to have that sense and feel. It's no sense for traction or grip or anything like that. It's just assumes that you're just on like flat dirt everywhere. It's one of my pet peeves about the terrain deformation never working in this game. At least we're in a pretty good battle here with Ben Watson, Brent Van Donnick. You guys are making me work for it, but would like to be a little bit higher up than 12th. Hopefully we can sneak around the... What? That was the dumbest crash ever. And we go from 12th back to 17th because everybody is still right on top of each other. Try to sneak in there. Sneak back up the inside of Bogers, back into 14th. Seems like they're really bad in and out of some of these sections in the valley. Like they just like somehow lose all sense of momentum. Okay, so we gotta like almost come to a stop in that corner because last time I tried to lean into it and we just slid out. And they also really suck at getting to like the inside lines of some of these corners. They just have no ability to like actually brake and turn, it seems like. But then sometimes they just turn on a dime and take off. But I feel like, see, again, just trying to lean into the corner. Why is it like sliding on entry? And then we start sliding the second we pick the bike back up. And we go back to 17th again, and dead last is still like right behind us. Oh, okay, interesting. That was also a fun crash. We're gonna get dead last in the first race. It's weird that like the front of the field gets so spread out, and then back here it's like still wide open as all can be with everybody on top of each other. See, okay, I don't understand that at all. I lean into the corner, and then the rear end just comes around anyway. Very confusing how the game physics work sometimes. And I know people love this game, but I still think that there's just so many things that are clearly wrong about how a bike is supposed to interact with the ground. And then I know, I can hear you guys in chat just saying, oh, you just suck at the game. You don't play it the right way. Well, it's obviously not put together the right way when you lean into a rut and the rear end slides out. All right, one more lap to go. At least everyone's still pretty close together here, so we can maybe make some quick passes. Get into a decent position. We're already back into 16th. All right, getting pushed out by Tonus here. Or no, that's not Tonus. That was, who was that? The Honda. Tonus and Jasakonis just going at it with Petrov right there. Could still get 12th here. All right, Tonus coming to a dead stop in the corner was nice right there. Try to jump up to the inside and force the issue. You know, you could turn at any point, Arminus. Any point you want to turn, that would be fantastic. All right, we still have a shot here of sneaking up into 12th. Not with that line. Oh my gosh, how did I not crash right there? Are you serious? Leaning into the corner again. Okay, we have got to figure this out. Oh, 3-rider pass at the line for 14th, I think that was. Oh my gosh. That was for, 14th that we got at the line. Holy smokes. All right, not the best first moto. We get a little better starting positioning here in this second moto. Let's see if we can't turn it into a good start here. Get pushed out. We're going to have to just kind of wait our turn through this corner. And not a bad start. Coming through in about 4th there. Sneak up the inside here. Prado's going to just get on his horse. Trying to go slower but faster, if that makes sense. If I slow my pace down, I think I can just go the same speed as these guys, but not have to fly in and out of the corners to do it. Because I'm always like trying to keep up with this unbelievable speed that they carry through corners, and I don't really feel like I guess I need to. I think I just need to be much more reserved about it. And I need to stop using the right stick. Like, I'll use the right stick down straightaways and on like corner exits, but in corners, I'm just going to use the left stick until the bike's turned all the way, and hopefully that works. Oh my gosh, these guys launched over that hill. Bever's starting to get away a little bit. I'm going to try to keep these guys behind me as much as possible. It'd be really nice to start the year with a good second moto result. Oh, I want to jump through that corner so bad, but I'm concerned if I do that, I'll jump off the track and then it'll reset me. All right, 1 lap in. Holding on to a strong second place here. Yeah, I think not using the right stick seems to be the way to go. I mean, obviously there's ways to use the right stick and still corner pretty fast, but just like making sure I actually get slowed down for the corners seems to be the best thing here. These guys are really good through this section right here. They've caught up to me again. So far, a much quieter race, not as much chaos. Getting out front early helps a ton with that. And the guys behind me kind of keep making mistakes, and Fevre just ran away at the front, so he's about to take the white flag. But I'll take second if I can hold on here. This will be really nice to get this result. I don't know what the heck they do there on this back straightaway that they're able to catch up so much time, but I feel like keep gapping them, and then that back straightaway, they catch it all back up. Got Mitch Evans right behind me. Fevre's 7 seconds up the road, but I think if we can get through these last few corners pretty clean, we'll be good for second in this moto. All right, here it is. Fevre is going to take the win in the moto. No idea what the overall for the Grand Prix looks like, but we actually did not crash once that whole moto and got second. So that's the secret right there. We just not got to crash on any of these laps and get some good points out of it. So Grand Prix-wise, I ended up 5th. Not too bad, only 21 points down after the opener. And we'll just get a little bit better each time out, I think. Oh, look at this. We got a dual invitation. Mitch Evans wants a rematch at Ernay. So let's go ahead and answer the phone and see what he has to say. All right, dual time versus Mitch Evans at Ernay. We are off and running. We get to the first corner first. Get through there clean, and we are through. I have no idea how long this race is. I'm guessing 1 lap. But we're going to try to just keep him behind us and not have to worry about how many laps there are. Just going to cruise into the lead here. Oh, I hate this uphill. Bike is so fidgety. This is more of the older Ernay version. There's been a couple changes. Obviously, they had Nations here last year. It's slightly different than this. Well, he stayed right with me, but pretty clean lap, honestly, for not really knowing the lines on this track. Oh, just turn. Turn. And is this the checker flag? Nope. Oh, there's a race time. Now I see it. Okay. All right, we got a little bit of time to figure this out then. A little bit of a mistake in that corner, but Like I said, we got a little bit of a gap. I actually kind of snuck away from him just a little bit. Not a lot, and he's still hanging out back there. But as long as we can kind of just keep clicking this off, we're going to be okay. Got 3-second lead here, final lap. Let's see if we can just stay on 2 wheels. That's really the critical thing here. All right, feel like I had a pretty good last lap too, and was able to get just a bit more of a gap. It's not a lot. I mean, he definitely is hanging close, but this last corner clean and good. Nice. Beat him in the duel. Take these exploits to the championship. Who talks like this? Come on, Italian companies making video games. You know people don't English like this. All right, next race, Matterley Basin, MXGP of Great Britain. Let's get it. All right, Moto 1 in Great Britain. This track is a little bit faster, I feel like, than Orléans and Ernée, which we just did. So I'm going to want to go faster. I'm going to want to put a little bit more emphasis into my speed, but I got to try to remember that these guys, as long as you just ride like a steady pace, things will be a little bit better for you. Fevre and Prado trying to push each other out in the lead. I'm going to see if I can't sneak up the inside. Fevre jumps back over the berm. All right, up into second. Try to stick with Prado here. Problem is I don't know all the lines right now, but I do know that inside's pretty elite right there. Side by side. Oh, Prado crosses back over. Another really good inside. Man, blowing it, Prado. Take the lead away. No idea if that inside roller is any good, but we'll take it. Quad up to the top of the hill. Struggling to figure out where the lines are, but so far holding on to the lead. Making these guys work for it. Kind of want that first moto in Orléans back because I've kind of figured it out. I feel like much less use of the right stick. Kind of just letting the left stick do most of the work and then using the right stick to kind of plant a little bit more. Put a little bit more power down. Oh, don't jump off the track. All right, lap 1 in the books. We're leading in Great Britain. Question is, are these guys going to start upping the pace? Dude, there are a ton of people still right behind me. I don't really feel like I'm holding up the show, though. Like, no one's putting pressure on me for the lead, but there's just a gaggle of riders back there. That's about the closest they've been so far in a little bit. Intensity ramping up for the lead. We're going to swing out wide this time. Just that inside roller. I think that's a little bit better. I think you just carry a little bit more speed into the quad. Gap is just 0.7 of a second. Oh my goodness, I almost just landed on my back. Over the finish line jump. Prado pushing me out in the first corner. Oh, trying to beat him to the punch. He's got me. Nice move. Let's see if we can't fight back. He's not very good in these first couple sections right here. And he's going to leave the door wide open. Inside line. Get back to the inside of the top of the hill here. Nice. Back in the lead. Guys are right there as well. This is a good battle. All right. Even got a little bit of a gap going now. Can't get too excited about that, especially when I miss that inside rut. All right, 1 to go, and we have a potential first ever MXGP Moto win coming up. Got away a little bit that lap, too. They're not right on me coming into this section. There is still like 5 guys right there, though. Lupino, Prado, Geyser, I think, back there. Oh, more than 5 guys. There's like 7. Oh, don't. Oh, Geyser. Geyser's taking all my lines. He's pushing me. Oh, did he make a mistake? It's a bit of a yo-yo effect. I keep losing time, gaining time, losing time, gaining time. That's going to be a time loss case in the quad right there. Okay. Bend these insides through the switchbacks. If I can make it through this top section, okay, I'm probably going to be good. I'm really good in the last sector here. Oh, felt the front end going there for a second. Oh my goodness, they're all over me. Trying to hold on. Oh, front end almost went. 2 turns. Just gotta defend, just gotta defend. Power. All right, first victory. Let's go. And just barely over Cairoli. So it was Cairoli, Favre Prado, Geyser. They were all, let's see, 1st to 7th separated by less than 3 seconds, or just barely 3 seconds. We're all right there. Put a gap on the rest of the field, but that was a great race. All right, finally got a moto win. Let's see if we can roll it into Moto 2. All right, starting up the inside this time. We get to be controlling the field into the first corner. Might actually get a hole shot because of it. Let's see. Gonna kind of push everyone out a little bit. Yep. Hole shot. The rarity for me. Track looks like it's still pretty roach from the first moto, so I didn't even realize that it kind of leaves it like that. That's pretty cool. But also going to be challenging. All right, let's see if we can sneak away a little bit with the lead this time. Getting into the lead early probably helps. Whoa, over the bars from the lead. That was weird. Okay. Now we got a race. Geyser, Prado, Lupino. Lupino, I have heard, is cracked in this game, and he's looking pretty good right now. So it's not that good in 2021. So now we're going to see the real question of whether or not I was drastically holding these guys up in the first moto or not. I kind of feel like I can stick with at least Prado here, it seems like so far. Geyser is taking off and running with it. They just take some like really bad lines at some points, and then it's real easy to catch right back up to them because of that. But then they are so good in some other sectors of the track too. Like through here, they are just so fast, carry so much speed. And then they tend to launch off this, which I guess I should too. I don't know why I decided to check up right there. Tried to bank off that outside and get a better run down this straightaway. Look at how roach that straightaway is coming in the first corner. So bumpy. They've all figured out my insides. The inside lines that I was taking right here. All right. Yeah, they seem like they maybe have just a tiny bit more pace than I had in the first moto, but this track is also just beat up. It's kind of cool that they learned those lines, because like they were not taking some of those insides in the first moto, or at least Prado was. I guess maybe Geyser and those guys behind him were. Look at Prado, man. He's running down Geyser straight up right now in the lead. So I wonder if they get together, we can kind of stick a little bit close, make a bit of a race out of it. Yeah, Prado just went straight, got him. All right, Jorge, we see you. All right, no braking over that. There we go. Oh, front end almost went underneath. Apparently I need to do some suspension work, because good grief, I'm bouncing down these straightaways. This track is absolutely disintegrated right now. Never realized Madeley got so rough in this game. Oh, Pino. Keep him behind. Really want to get third. I don't know if third would be enough for the overall, because it was Cairoli second in the first moto, so 1-3 I'd at least tie with whoever wins out front. I forget who finished third, though. Yeah, I guess this is pretty much the tale that in the first moto I was holding up the field a little bit. Not a lot, because I haven't really let Geyser and Prado get too far away, but Lupino's been all over me the whole time, and these guys have put maybe 3 seconds on me in the front. So best offense is a good defense sometimes. Getting out front and holding the lead was the way to do it in Moto 1. Not working in Moto 2. Weird that I hole shot Moto 2, and that's the one where I'm going to lose it. But that one crash got me. You just can't crash against this AI. They are too good. All right, pretty good last lap. Prado is going to take the win in the moto. I don't remember if he was third or not, so we're going to find out if this is a Grand Prix win or not. Able to hang on for third, 1-3 in Great Britain. And that is a big turnaround from Russia. But now we've gone 14-2-3, 1-3 so far. And it was enough for the overall. 1-3 beats a 4-1 out of Prado. Our first MXGP victory. We're stoked. Holding on to the red plate, which I don't think I actually have. Let's see. No, I'm 4th in the championship. Now I am 14 back of Fevra. Prado only 5 back of him, and I'm tied with Geyser for 3rd in the standings. So that was cool. That was a good turnaround ride for sure. Got some good contract reward. Got a whole shot. Leveling up like it's nobody's business, and a good way to kick off our MXGP campaign. A little rough in the first moto at Russia, but then 3 podiums back to back to back. Another dual invitation. We're gonna decline. I'm sorry, a little busy today, Mr. Geyser, but thanks for the invitation. And next up, when we come back, we'll be racing in Majora in Italy. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed another career mode video in MXGP 2021. And we'll be back with the next episode where we do Majora and round 4 of the championship coming up. Thanks for tuning in. So long for now.